afternoon, good evening, trust you're fine. My name is Victory Hongbebelu and I'm glad to be back here today. So, dear young person, guess what we're talking about today? Yes, drum rolls. We're talking about how you can know if you're ready for a relationship or not. Sounds interesting, right? Don't worry, stay tuned. See you soon. Let's dig in. Welcome back. Yes, so today I said we're going to be talking about how you can know if you're ready for a relationship or not. So, number one, what are your motives for entering or starting this relationship? Do you want to get into one because your friends are, others are, or possibly there's pressure from the society, from family, or maybe you just want to test and see how relationship feels? Well, if these are your reasons, my dear, you are not ready to get into a relationship. Number two thing you have to look at for before getting into a relationship is how healthy your relationship is with yourself first. Do you even have a relationship with yourself? When was the last time you took yourself out? When was the last time you took care of yourself? Like went shopping, treated yourself to either lunch, dinner. When was the last time you did this? The truth is, you cannot give what you don't have. You have to have a healthy relationship, have a relationship with yourself first before you want to even think about getting into a relationship. So take your time, have a relationship with yourself, do things, fun things with yourself, take yourself out, go shopping, have fun. Tell yourself sweet things, tell yourself sweet words, say sweet words to yourself, look at yourself in the mirror, tell yourself how handsome, how beautiful you are, And when you are done, when you have this relationship with yourself, you can think of getting into one. Yes, thirdly, the third thing you need to look out for is the demands of a relationship. Relationship can be really, really demanding. Yes. So you're going to ask yourself, can you pay the price? One of the demands in relationship is sacrifice. You have to sacrifice your time, your precious time, yes. You have to sacrifice money because you're going to be calling your partner, you're going to be buying gifts for your partner, so you need money. These are some of the demands. Another demand is respect. Hey, some of you don't even have respect for yourself. Talk more about having respect for somebody else. But these are demands in relationship. You have to have respect. You also have to have trust. Trust is very important in every relationship. If you do not have trust, then there's no need. You're just going to have a whole lot of headaches. So you would need trust. Okay, I've mentioned sacrifices in terms of time, money, trust. There's commitment as well. You have to be committed in a relationship. And then there's communication. You have to talk about everything. Every single thing. It's going to hurt your partner if they have to hear things about you for the first time from somebody else. It's going to really hurt them. So communication is key. If you know you're not ready to be talking to anybody, then my dear, just wait. Yeah? God's time is the best. Okay, so that is some of then honesty. Honesty is very important in a relationship. That's another demand in a relationship. So with all these things I've said so far, are you sure you want to get into a relationship? Alright, so another thing you have to look out for to know if you're ready for a relationship or not is that you must have your own interest. Things that interest you. This is one reason why you should know that you don't get into a relationship because you are bored or because you are lonely. Because there are going to be times where your partner is not there with you. So you're just going to be bored. What will you do? The things you will do are your interests. So you need to have your own personal interest, things that interest you. It could be writing, it could be reading, anything that helps you kill boredom, so that you don't get into a relationship and think that, okay, so when I have a partner now, it's going to be all fun. Your partner is not going to be there every time, so you need to have your own interest. Okay, that being said, another thing you have to look out for to know if you're ready or not is that in a relationship, it's not going to be all rosy. Sorry, all the things you see on social media, you think that's how relationship is. Sorry, that's not how it is. Nobody is going to come out and put out their bad side or the bad things they go through. They're only going to show you the good side. But the truth is that in relationships there are bad times as well. It's not all rosy. There's going to be a time where your partner is going to be really annoying. Yes. There are going to be times where you are really mad at your sugar. Yes. The same sweet, honey, bunny, chocomilo is going to really annoy you sometimes in a relationship, and you don't just know what to do. Dear young person, can you cope? Or you're going to break bottle? If you know you're going to break bottle, my dear, don't get into a relationship. You have to learn patience, long suffering, endurance if you must get into a relationship. It's not going to be all rosy. And another thing you have to look out for before you get into a relationship, this is for those that have been in a relationship before. Like we call it, like getting to another one is called rebounding. So you want to check, why are you getting into that other relationship? Maybe because you want to get back at your ex, or you don't want to feel hurt anymore, you want to feel loved again. So you don't get into a new relationship because you want to get back at your former partner. You don't do that. You're going to hurt big time. And also, you have to heal first from your former relationship before venturing into a new one. So when you're going to get into a new relationship, you need to know your why. If your why is selfish, please don't go into that relationship. A preacher once said that he wish he can get those people saying, oh man, I can't wait to get into a relationship, and those in relationship already saying, I wish I had waited, so that they can counsel each other. That's simply the truth. You need to watch. Also, you're gonna ask yourself this question: do you want someone to complete you or to complement you? Well, if your answer is to complete you, then my dear, you are not ready for a relationship. Before you get into a relationship, you have to be complete yourself. Your partner that is coming is to enhance your completeness. That is to complement you. You cannot give what you don't have. If you know that in a relationship you just want to be at the receiving end, you don't have anything to give, my dear, don't get into that relationship. Do not enter that. You are not ready, in fact, for that relationship. The last and the most important of all I have said is, what is God saying about you venturing into a relationship? What God is saying is very important. If every other thing I've said so far is 100% for you, you feel okay, yes, you're ready, is God saying yes, go ahead? Or is he saying no, wait a bit? You have to listen to God. There's something called grace for relationship. I personally experienced it, so that there are some things that ordinarily should break you, but then because it is time, God is going with you. God has gone before you. God has gone ahead of you to prepare the way. So because he has gone ahead of you to prepare the way, everything fine. It might not be all rosy, but then you are prepared. God is with you and you're able to scale through, and by the grace of God, that relationship ends up in marriage, which should be the primary purpose for every believer. There's nothing like trial and error. I hear a lot of young people say, let me try, maybe I'll try and see if I can date up to like 5 to 10 girls before I get married. It is not right. It is not right. Make sure you are ready for a relationship before getting into one. All I've said. And also for one thing I also say is, when you're getting into that relationship, a question you should have at the back of your mind is, am I looking at getting married anytime soon? As a believer, what should be in your mind is that your relationship ends in marriage. So if you know you're not even ready for marriage, do get into a relationship. It's not a error test and try and see thing. And God will help you achieve all this. I also get questions like, at what age should I get into a relationship? Well, for me personally, I don't encourage teenagers to get into a relationship. So it's not like there's if you are still in school, concentrate on your school. Maybe when you're in your final year, almost done, because relationship is about commitment. Like, it's going to really take your time, and you can't combine your academics with relationship, meeting demands and all that. So concentrate on your school. When you are done and you are seeing the future clearly, you know what you want. You know what you want for yourself now, and God is saying, yes, my dear, you can go ahead. Then it's fine. Okay, so have you enjoyed? I believe you've learned a lot from what we have discussed today. Let me know in the comment sections. If you have questions, I'll be glad to answer. If there are topics you want me to talk about, I'll be so glad to share. It's been awesome being here. Love from me to you. Yes. See you next time. Bye.